Hey, how's it going? And today we are just doing a little self-promotion or promotion for a couple of games that we worked on. The first one that we did was for learning the Thai language, and we like making educational games. We don't just like to make, we do have a couple of shoot 'em up games and stuff, but we like to show the potential of Fortnite for education. So this one is for learning, if you're interested in learning the Thai language, which there's a lot to it, of course. There's 44 letters in the alphabet, and once you get past learning all the letters, you've got to learn which classes the letters belong to, and there's three of them. There's more than that too. There's live and dead syllables. There's a whole bunch of stuff, but one of the things you really need to know is the class that the letter is in, and so that's the point of this game here. And there is something really unique, and I don't know if they've done a study about this, about learning in 3D. And personally, I believe that you learn better in 3D when your brain is seeing a letter. Like these letters are all in 3 dimensions here. So I just think it records in your brain differently than if it were in 2 dimensions. It just makes sense that it would encode in your brain differently because it's a 3D object versus a flat 2D image. So it is my personal belief. I don't know that they've done a study to prove this, but I truly believe that learning in 3D encodes in your brain differently than 2D does. I could be wrong about that, but the other thing that's interesting about this is because the way we set this up, we weren't sure how to set this up, to be honest with you. So we just set it up in a big long row, but then we realized it's hard to see all the letters at once. So then we created the skyboard too. So you've got a couple different reference points. And then let's say you're going to do the middle class consonants. I'll just show you really fast. I don't want to bore you with this, but what you do is if you know what they are, you just go and select them. And what's interesting about this is because these are set up in a big long row, what happens is that you can see patterns. Like you can see groupings of letters together that you can't see when they're set up in rows and when they're set up in multiple rows. So it's really, really interesting. So I'll just do this really, really fast. I might get some of them wrong, I don't know. But here are the middle class consonants that I can remember. I think this is one right here, and then we go down a ways, and yeah, you walk through it, So it's just a great way to learn the alphabet too. And then I believe the next two are these two here. Blah blah and blah bye my there, and then I believe we have da dao and da dek here, and then I believe I think these are two. I think these are two too. And then let's see, this one I believe is one. I think there's 9 of them. There's da jen, and then the last one we have is gagai, at the very first one, gagai, which actually means chicken, and it kind of looks like a chicken. And then what it does is it sets markers on all of them. You see them there. And then up there, you'll see them all. There should be 9 of them, see? And what I was saying earlier about groupings, you'll see there's 2, 2, 2. So when you're remembering it, then you remember, well, there's 3 individuals and 3 pairs. And that's something that's unique to this because when I've looked at other lists, I haven't studied it. They're actually set up like this in other lists. But it's easier to see them when you see them in a long row like this. Then you don't have to run all the way back over there to check it. You can just go through this portal right here, and you're back over here. And then if you want to see what you got right, you just come over here to this trigger and trigger it. And then it reveals all the ones that are correct. And it looks like, I got them all. So anyway, if you're interested in learning the consonant classes in Thai, please check out the game. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything. You just have to have Fortnite on your computer or whatever your device you're using. So anyway, that's all I had today. Thanks for checking it out, and I'll talk to you next time.